up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Sunday freaking fun day, July 28th, 2024. Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz. Hope you're having a good one. Maybe a little brunch action, get some bacon in you. Hell yeah, let's do it. I did want to ask you if you saw my latest edition of Joe's Hot Takes. Yesterday, I released another one. That's the second one. Trey and Quinshawn combining for 3,000 yards rushing this year. Reaction. All right. Please visit thebuckeyecast.com. Check out the shop. Get ready for football season. Camp opens this coming week. So you got to have your gear ready to go. Today we're talking condition of the position. We are doing corners, and I think we just have safeties yet to go. So get you reacquainted with these corners. We're going to talk about the position, who's coming in, the recruits, who's back, how many more seasons of eligibility, and everything. So on the roster, you got Denzel Burke, his last season. Jordan Hancock, his last season. Lorenzo Styles, this is his last season too. IGB, Davison Igbinosun, he has 2 seasons left. Jermaine Matthews, 3 seasons, including this year. Calvin Simpson-Hunt, 3 seasons, the same. Aaron Scott, Bryce West, and Miles Lockhart are the true freshmen, so 4 years of eligibility there. Now, on the returning production side, basically all of it's coming back, pretty much. 97.9% of tackles, 100% of TFLs, 100% of pass breakups, 100% of interceptions. So then we're going to talk some recruiting. You got Devin Sanchez and Naeem Offord, the top 2 DB corners in the class, and then Sean Stewart. Why do I have him in here? I guess he's kind of being recruited as a slot. Technically, he's a safety for his high school team. But anyway, this is one of the best cornerback units in the country, no doubt. Anything less would be a disappointment this season. BIA, best in America, is a standard that the position has failed to live up to since 2018. They had a brief return to form in 2019 with Okuda, Wade, those guys. But coaching turnover and a dip in recruiting, thank you, Taver Johnson, has caused the fall off. And Ryan Day has made the moves to turn both of those things around. This group of corners are led by Denzel Burke, obviously. He returns for his senior year as a starter in 2024. Burke could have gone pro after last year. He would have been a day 2 draft pick, most likely, so second round. He's returning to meet his team goals, that is, beat the cheaters, win the Big Ten, win the national championship. He also wants to improve his draft stock and become a first-round draft pick. So Burke could be a possible All-American candidate this season as one of the top players in the country. His impact is felt on and off the field by the Buckeyes. He's helped reestablish the tone in the cornerback room, and he has sparked this turnaround in play. Now, Burke will also start alongside of Davison Igbinosun. He's more than solid in his first year with the Buckeyes last fall. He was one of the best tackling corners in the country last year, and he could cut down on some of the penalties. That would be nice. He's a little handsy at times, but his physicality at the position is his strength, and his strength is his physicality. So, yeah, IGB and Burke both could play themselves into first-round consideration after this year. But Ohio State actually has 3 stars at quarterback. 1, 2, 3. Jordan Hancock returns as the nickel. Hancock had a breakout year last season, was healthy finally, and he really showed his versatility, his physicality, his coverage ability, and his football IQ. He could rise up the draft boards with another strong season in 2024. So good luck finding a group of corners better than Burke, Igbinosun, and Hancock. They don't exist. Some teams have 1 good corner. It's rare, very rare that a team has 2 good corners and forget about 3. It's just not a thing. So breaking through this fall will be hard for the younger guys in the room. You got Jermaine Matthews. He showed he's ready to be a starter last year. But the Buckeye staff needs to rotate their personnel more if in a possible 16 or 17 game season. Matthews is the next man up at corner. He can play inside or outside. So at the slot or outside corner, doesn't matter. So that should help him get more snaps because of his versatility. He almost had 200 as a freshman. Then you got Lorenzo Styles. He's in the mix to back up Hancock at the slot this season, but Styles only has 1 year of eligibility left. He could make the biggest impact on special teams, honestly. Because I think Matthews is going to be your first man in at any of the backup roles. Looking past 2024, the room's going to dramatically turn over after this year, especially if IGB goes pro, along with Burke and Hancock. IGB has 1 more year after this season of eligibility, but I think this is his final year in Columbus. There are some big shoes to fill going forward, but Tim Walton has a room ready to handle the transition. Regardless of how much action Matthews gets this season, he's a lock to be a starter in 2025, no doubt. He's ready to be a starter now, seriously. The question is, will Ohio State get 1 or 2 years from Matthews before he goes off to the NFL? Then you got the position battle for the other outside corner position. That's going to be ultra competitive. You got Calvin Simpson-Hunt. He started to come on late last season, and he should play more in 2024 this season. So probably not in a rotation, but he's on track to start in 2025 as well. Hopefully at least one of those players comes back in 2026 to kind of make that transition forward a little smoother and bring some experience back. But that way they avoid completely turning over the position again and having to bring in 2 more fresh starters. So I would watch for any of the current 3 freshmen this fall: Aaron Scott, Bryce West, and Miles Lockhart. They could set the stage for the competition next offseason. There will be plenty of snaps up for grabs, no doubt. Scott's size tells us that he could play outside or at the nickel, and West is more of an outside corner, and Lockhart was recruited as the nickel. So everyone who's battling for a starting job this season will feel the pressure coming from a couple of the 2025 commits. Walton has commitments from the country's top 2 corners, Devin Sanchez from Texas and Naeem Offord from Alabama. Both look like they could have an instant impact in the secondary. And everyone in the room, though, needs to stay sharp because you got quality coming behind you. So this group will help Walton restock the room big time after Burke and Igbinosun leave. And then no commits yet for the class of 2026, but the Buckeyes are in really good shape with a couple of high-end in-state Ohio prospects with Elbert Hill and Victor Singleton. I'm already seeing crystal balls for Victor Singleton to the Buckeyes. Again, he's a 2026 guy, so let's not get too charged up. But this room is one of the strongest on the roster, and it's just a matter of how long can we keep Tim Walton, and can we keep recruiting and developing at this clip? Because I don't see an end in sight for BIA. They're going to be cranking out first rounders going forward. So that is the cornerback room. Lots of talent, a ton of talent. You're probably going to see some of the young guys in these blowouts early on. The Buckeye staff has to get these kids in there early, get them in some live action. I don't care if it's against Akron. Get them in there, get some live bullets, and let's see how they react. Then, you get some experience. You might need them later in the year, and you never know what injuries are going to crop up. It's part of the game. So feel really good about this cornerback room. Really good. So that's all I got for you today. Please like and subscribe to the video. Please download if you're listening on podcasts. Follow the show, and we'll talk to you later. Go Bucks.